Hello, Wildcat staff. Welcome back to a new school year. Today, we're going to cover some information about our safety procedures here at Willseywood High School. We want to make sure that at all times, students and staff are safe during any type of situation. So we're going to make this quick for you. First of all, let's talk about the shared responsibility and leadership's role. Safety is a collective responsibility here at Willseywood High School. Every single staff member plays a part as far as ensuring that students, visitors, and staff are protected in any situation that could actually occur on our campus. Preparedness is the key. Okay, so we have to make sure that we're prepared at all times. That means that we have to know what to do in all situations. Okay, because our main job is to minimize any harm that could come to anyone that is on our campus. And it's our responsibility to be calm, ready, and be in action. So, the first thing we'll cover here is student medical situations that would require EMS. If a student is in need of emergency medical systems assistance, a staff member must stay with the student. You will not move them unless they are in danger in the particular location where they are. Please leave them where they are. Do not touch them. I know this sometimes it's a little bit of an inkling to try to move someone, but the best thing to do is to leave them where they are at that time. Okay. Be sure to call 911 right away. Give them the exact location, not only the campus address, but where you are on campus, what room number, or where is the gym. Try to give them an idea of how to locate that area. Make sure they know the nature of the emergency, what's going on with the student, what kind of health issue they're having. Make sure after this is done that you notify the front office so they are aware of the situation as well and can start to notify parents to try to make sure that we get that connection going as well. Then we're going to assign a staff member to meet that EMS team as they come onto campus so that they can also guide them to the exact location of where the situation has occurred. And then we are going to make sure that we document the situation as clearly and thoroughly as possible so that there is a record. Okay. In the case of some type of HVAC breakdown, make sure that you report the issue to the office, administrative staff, as well as maintenance right away. Okay. We're going to make sure that we relocate those students to a place where this is not an issue, where it's safe and the quality of air is appropriate, where no one will be in danger of any type of issues. Then again, also you want to when you relocate them, you want to make sure it's far enough away from that particular situation. If we are in a particular predicament where relocation is not possible, then we have to consider some type of early dismissal. And we will go into action as soon as we encounter something like that. But that's going to be per district protocols and how we handle that. Okay. And we also need to communicate clearly with our families at home. That means that I will definitely go out with not only a voicemail message that will go out to all the families via phone, but also I will be posting something in Parent Square so that it'll go out with a message of exactly what's going on, what we've done to protect our students, as well as any visitors that are on campus, so that everyone is completely aware of what happened and how the situation was handled. Okay, we want to make sure that parents and families are completely aware of every step that we took to keep people safe. Okay. In the case of building evacuations, there are a couple of different scenarios that I feel that it's really important that we talk about. The first one is transporting non-ambulatory persons. First of all, we have to identify where our evacuation chairs are, and we need to make sure that in each building there is trained staff that knows how to use those chairs and how to properly transport somebody with the use of those chairs in advance to any emergency situation. So if you're interested in being that contact person, please make sure that you contact myself or one of the vice principals so that we can make sure that you have that training. Okay. We also need to assign at least 2 staff members that can assist each person. Okay. So as teachers, we know that sometimes we have to get into action. Um, make sure that we let someone know that we need some additional assistance as we are trying to relocate those persons who are in need of transport. Okay. We need to also make sure that we follow pre-established stairwell evacuation routes. So every hall knows exactly which direction they go. The upstairs, it splits right in the middle. It'll go, this half will go down the north stairwell over in the science building. So that would be S10 to, S8 to S12, and then S13 to S16. So S8 to S12 goes down the south stairwell. S14 to S18 will go down the north stairwell. Okay, so that way we can make sure that we're not congested and students can evacuate in a timely fashion. Okay, and there is a chair in each stairwell to handle this particular situation. And we want to make sure that all staff are aware of those designated zones where everyone is to gather. And the students should be aware of that as well. This is why we have the drills. Speaking of drills, our fire drills and evacuation during passing period or lunch. This has been a question that's come from our staff numerous times, and a lot of people are unsure about the procedures. In a situation where you have a evacuation that's occurring during a passing period, what's going to happen is the students are going to go to the nearest exits. Okay, staff should make sure that they guide all the students as clearly and as calmly as possible to the exits. We're going to close all doors after we clear all of the rooms, and the students are then going to proceed to designated rally points. We are going to have students during passing periods go to their advisory teachers. So anytime there's a passing period or lunch and there's some type of evacuation, they will go to their advisory teachers. So those advisory teachers will be accounting for the system, the students, and putting the names in the system so that we know that everyone is safe that's present here on campus. Okay. Um, and also talking about our daily due diligence. Our staff should make sure that we guide, I'm sorry, all exterior doors and gates have to be secured during our instructional time every day. So make sure that your doors are locked after your students are in, following the final bell. There will be active supervision in all of our hallways. Our site safety will be doing different routes throughout the class periods to make sure that the hallways are clear and there are no students in the hallway unless they have a pass. Okay, we want to make sure that we keep those areas clear and safe in case there is some type of situation that occurs. Okay. We also need to make sure that our parking lots are clear as well. So please do not write any passes for your students to go to their car, to the parking lot. That is not to happen, not even during passing period or lunch. Students are not to go to their cars. Okay, so just remember that. If you see any hazards, make sure that you are reporting those to admin as soon as possible. As far as our pickup and drop off, we want to make sure that only designated areas are used. So when in the parking lot in front of the B building, that is the drop off and pickup area. We want to make sure that we will have site safety out there daily to make sure that the traffic is moving, that no one is just stopped. We want to make sure that we get people in and out of those areas as quickly and safely as possible because we don't want to congest those areas, okay? So you will see site safety out there every morning with that. There will be some supervision of the crossing areas as well by site safety. So they're managing the cars that are dropping off students as well as making sure the students are crossing in those crosswalks. And then we do have another site safety that is out closer to the parking lots that are ensuring that students are not crossing over Marshall Road because we don't have in front of the school a crosswalk. So we're trying to make sure that we're keeping students from doing that as well. We've had some issues with that. So we are on the lookout for that to make sure that we enforce that rule. And we're going to coordinate messages with the district whenever there's something that's going on, okay? And we're also looking for and monitoring for unauthorized visitors that could occur on our campus. We want to make sure that we limit that as best we can. As far as communication, procedures in any type of emergency situation, we will use our school alert system that we have. We make sure that we email our parents and make them aware of what's going on by using parent school as well as traditional email. And we follow phone trees, okay? And those phone trees help us to inform the families as well. And if something occurs while we're not on campus, we do have a staff phone tree. The phone tree begins with our department chairs. So the department chairs will be contacting all staff to let them know what procedures we're following in whatever particular emergency situation that we're in. Okay, so that pretty much covers it for today. I appreciate your time. I know you're trying to get your classrooms ready for tomorrow. If you have any further questions, you can always call me or one of the other admins, and we'll be happy to discuss with you whatever issue it is that you need to discuss. And this will be linked in a brochure that will be in your mailbox tomorrow. So if you kind of went through this and you're like, there's so much coming at me right now, we do have it on video, so you can always refer to that video if you don't want to come and ask any questions. All right. Again, happy new school year to you. We're looking forward to a wonderful year here at Willseywood High School, and we are going to practice that Wildcat way. We are going to be safe. We're going to be kind. We're going to be responsible, and we are going to be respectful. So make sure that you instill that in your students as well. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great day.